What is the best camera for streaming? Do you stream? Why don't you stream, bro? You should be streaming. I do a number of live shows, and on my live shows I do like loads of random shows where we do taste testing. We do like ASMR. No, I say that wrong always. ASMR, not ASMAR. Like we do a TikTok live show where we always have fun. We have a co-host. It's amazing. Anyway, I live stream on LinkedIn Live, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I'm sure I missed something out. There's probably others. And I've learned over the years that it's easy to live stream. As long as you be yourself, enjoy it, relax, you'll be fine. You don't want the gear to get in the way, so don't go too complicated with the gear. You know what you need? You need something nice and easy and simple. What do I use? I use a DSLR camera. Do I need to use a DSLR camera? Not really. Over the years, I've thought, you know what? The amount of money I've spent, why not just buy a DSLR, have one camera with a good lens and forget about it? As in, it's there now. It always live streams. I've got one here. I've got one in my other studio. You're looking at about $1,000 on that setup. But you can actually get this entire setup for under £500. $500. So what makes this setup possible? Well, I've got multiple cameras. You'll notice I've got a front view, then I've got a top-down view. This top-down view, what do you think of that quality of the top-down view? There's a camera. I'm just showing you a camera as like an example. Here's another camera. And that could be set up a little better, but it's not really set up like, you know, fully centered and everything. But we do a lot of stuff here. So then we've got the front camera. I've got a bit of fancy lighting. We've got like a background. You know, 3D puzzles. We do loads of stuff on our channel. And what do you want to do when you're live streaming? Do you want to talk to your audience? Do you want to do stuff? Will you need a top-down camera? Do you want one camera? These are all questions I'm going to help you answer in this video. Streaming is amazing. If you're doing gaming, you know, how easy is gaming? Let's go. Shall we go? Let me show you a quick setup of a game right now. So what I've done now is I've skipped between the screens. I've just gone to my webcam. Let's put some interesting music on for you. There we go. So we were here. I'm showing my screen on desktop. I'll show you an OBS session of how I'm doing this. I'm using an unreliable deck, which is what I call it. It keeps glitching out on me. Okay, if I go back to screen. Hello guys, thank you. We're going to be playing a bit of Conquer today. Let's go. Look at this. Oh yeah. Whack. Whack, 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 whack. Where are you, mate? I've got ya. Oh. Did a bit of... How good do you think I am at this? Okay. Oh no, behind me. Oh, I went down like a sack of spuds. Yeah, so you can see how easy it can be to basically start playing games on this setup. You're streaming gaming, easy setup. You're streaming video, like tutorial stuff. Let's go back to some relaxed music. Then even that is possible. If you want to start doing like tutorials, like, oh yeah, here's a vintage film camera that you can take lots of 35mm films with. Why would you want that camera over this camera? You know, that kind of stuff. So all of that is explained in this short mini video. Why am I saying $500? If you can make videos, you're happy to be in front of camera. That's the number one thing, isn't it? Like, a lot of people aren't that comfortable in front of a camera. So do practice, lots of practice. This is probably my like 10,000 video. 10,000. At the start, I was ridiculous. I was like, is that right? Is the camera record? You know, the normal stuff that we all do. Just, it takes time. Keep doing it. Keep recording it. Keep the videos private on your YouTube channel until you get confident enough that actually, you know what? Looking back, I'm a lot better I am now than I was then. And now I'm more myself. If you met me in the street, I'll be the same as I'm talking now. Probably a little more relaxed, because here I get a bit hyped up for my videos. Anyway, what are we saying? Cameras. Now, do you need a fancy camera? You do not need a fancy camera. Let me show you an option that you can use. Let me go to screen. So here I've got, that's just a brand name. Ignore the brand name. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. $38. I could probably do cheaper than that. Let's go a bit cheaper. This is like a 1080p webcam, and it will be more than adequate if you get good lighting sorted out. $29.99. Even that's even better. See, what else we got? 31 Nexigo. I use that a lot. Is that my one actually? No, it's not. I've got a different brand one. They're all the same thing. Just different companies in China or whatever they made will slap a logo on them. They're very similar. You can go into comparisons, like a slight, oh yeah, that pixel is slightly bigger than that pixel and it looks a bit... It's a 1080p webcam. That's what you're going to get. If you're comparing it to a DSLR, don't bother, because DSLRs are better. You can change lenses, blah, 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 blah. But are you willing to pay $1,000 for a DSLR? Like, you could probably get one for $500 to $600. Adding a good lens on there, it'll easily take it to $1,000. So that's where you want to consider, what are you doing? what camera do you need. A webcam will be sufficient. You can see my webcam. Let's go to top down, like, you know, quality wise, webcam. You can show stuff, you can do stuff, you can do a bit of fiending Maximus with your PS65s. Yeah, boy. Okay, so what we're saying, streaming camera sorted, $31, $32. What else do I need? I would say get a good microphone. A microphone's like really important. Samsung Q2U, perfectly fine. You can get some of the budget ones, like the little, you know, the cheapy ones. But I found if you buy cheap, go back on my channel, you'll see I bought a couple of cheap ones, like the newer. It sounded terrible. Now I listen back to my original videos, I'm like, oh my god, how bad does that sound? But people are still watching those videos. So providing you're giving valuable information that people want to hear, they will be okay. You know, we're not making a cinema production here. It's not like an Avengers movie. We're just here. You know that I'm making like a standard video for you. There's an element of perception that, okay, the guy's trying to make a video for me. Hopefully I'm helping you. So you'll be like, okay, I'll give him a bit of leeway. Let him, you know, explain what he's explaining. I'm getting a good view of what he's doing. I feel like I'm there with him because we've got a bit of music. We're chilling. We're relaxing. It's a nice environment. Hopefully the camera's nice. That's $1,000 camera. Do you need it? Nah, mate, don't do it. Okay, here. Anyway, back to what we're saying. Microphone. That's another probably like a $100, I'll say. For a Samsung Q2U, you can easily spend $100. So we've got webcam sorted. There's a couple of options in there. Got a webcam. Next up, lights. Now, lighting wise, there's two options there. You can use something like this, which is like a LED panel. I use these, not this exact make, but very similar. That's another $250. So already we spent what? If you buy the cheaper webcam, that's $300 with the lights. Then the microphone on top of that, another $100. That's $400. So you've got lights, you've got mic, you've got webcam. Get some soft boxes for your lights. Like here, I'll put links in the description to check out the links to like all this stuff. I might even find the stuff that I actually use. There's two lights here pointing down. I've got a webcam here. I've got a camera there. I've got a mic. This mic goes into a 2-mic setup. So if you're doing 2 mics, maybe look at something else. If you've got a co-host, then you've got more options. So let me show you how I do that. This, I'm quite happy with this actually. It's a Rodecaster 2. It's like an easy setup, simple solution. How much is it? $250. And then whacking 2 microphones into it. That's what I use right now. Like one mic here. Let me unmute the other mic. Hello, check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. That's the mic 2. I'll mute that mic. Muted. That was muted. I've unmuted it now. So basically under my desk, the wires come out. We've got 2 microphones going into it. That's a Rodecaster. So you're basically, if you got a webcam, keep the one webcam front facing and then get 2 mics instead of 1. And you can even buy like a bundle. They give you like a bundle where you get like the mic stands and stuff. What microphones am I using? I'm using the XM 8500. The mics are actually surprisingly cheap microphones, like $30 per mic. And I've got 2 of them. I've tried Rode MV7. I was disgusted at it for the price. I'm like, I'm paying £280 for MV7. And this sounds better to my ear because I'm used to it than the MV7 did to me. I did a video about the worst purchases I've ever made. And you'll be surprised to see the MV7's in there. The unreliable Stream Deck's in there. This Canon G7 camera's in there. Because I've had it for years, I can give you a real life opinion how I found it. So sometimes in streaming, you don't have to buy the most expensive thing. If you watch videos of people and you'll be surprised the gear they use. I've shot multiple videos on action cameras, like in my early days. And those videos are still getting views by people. People have found them useful. So topic is very important. And then all of that plugs into your computer. I use OBS as my main solution. Camera goes in there, mic goes in there. They sync up and I press record, which is what I'm doing right now.